In the nonprofit world, we are continually recruiting volunteers and support. And what makes Will so special is that although he was working full time and getting his master's in economics, he came to us and said, I want to get involved and support the good work you're doing in our community. And it's just so refreshing to see someone in that next generation of leaders standing up and saying, it's important that we make a difference and serving as an example that way. Will was so interested in, and as we know, reading aloud to children really increases their vocabulary and is a great step in that direction. And it was through his leadership that we were able to expand our Dolly Parton Imagination Library program, which delivers one book a month to children ages 0 to 5, from just Tuscaloosa to all 9 of our counties, leading us to currently today, we are providing more than 8,800 books a month to children in West Alabama through Will's support, service, and leadership. The thing that's amazing about Will is when he's in, he is all in. So in addition to supporting our Success by 6 school readiness programs at United Way, Will and Allison have both served on our Young Leaders Society Executive Committee and also held leadership positions. In addition, Will is on our Alexis to Tocqueville Society Executive Committee, where he's helping us reach out to people, tell them about what we do, and gain much needed support for our programs. And he's been our treasurer on our board of directors for 5 years, helping us go through a transition for a new finance director, willing to stay on and make sure that transition was smooth. And Will's not just a numbers guy. On our board of directors executive committee, he is vital to every strategic discussion, throwing out different sides. How should we do this? Why are we doing that? Really vital to our growth in many of our new initiatives that we're undertaking.
It's been interesting to watch Will grow in the community. My first interaction with him was the United Way board. And he was involved, and I got to observe him, and at that time he was working for the university, and since then has left to help run his family foundation and has gotten involved in organizations that better the lives of families and children in our community. He is very involved with Tuscaloosa Education Foundation through Reading Allies, has served as a volunteer, as has his wife. He is also involved in Junior Achievement and Freedom Farms, which will provide foster care opportunities for children in our community. He serves he serves from the heart. I had known Will for a while and was working with Reading Allies, which is an organization teaching children to read by 3rd grade. I also knew that Will and his family had a passion for reading and education and invited him to come to the School for the Performing Arts in Alberta City. And he came to see what we were doing, and it was really kind of a fun day. The little boy that I was tutoring, I had promised $1 and forgot the dollar. So I immediately had to borrow the dollar from Will in order to pay the little child, which I had promised him the dollar. So it was a lot of fun. So when we were leaving, Will asked me for a proposal that the Hewson Foundation would be interested in providing support to something that benefited education. And at that point, we were in just a few schools, but our goal was to be in 16 schools. And today, Will and his wife, both I think are Reading Allies volunteers. Will serves on the Tuscaloosa Education Foundation board and has helped us tremendously as we've moved forward hiring a full-time director. And today we're in 14 schools and we have 750 volunteers. So Will's interest in seeing what we were doing and knowing that teaching children to read by the 3rd grade would change this community, and the fact that he saw that need and he found a way to help us meet it was just phenomenal.
When I first met Will, I was a little nervous and I didn't know, I was scared. But then after that, I started to trust Will, and I actually started liking it. It was a lot of fun, and I started learning new words. I started figuring out I'll figure out the syllables, and it was a lot of fun, and I learned bigger words. And ever since after reading Allies with Will, it was really easy to sound out bigger words. It was fun. One of the things that was nice about Will is that he made me smile, he made me laugh, he helped me out a lot. He showed me how to sound out the syllables and all sorts of fun stuff. He was a really good tutor, actually. He was one of my favorites. He he meant a lot to me. He was like a brother to me. It was like I was at home with my brother learning stuff. It was a lot of fun with him, and I'm so happy for him. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Will. West Alabama is such a better place because you live here. Thank you for all you do.
Congratulations, Will. I'm glad to know you, and I'm glad you're part of our community.